Poverty is clearly to do with a lack of resources, but that is in many ways not necessarily the defining feature. I think the defining feature of poverty is alienation. Alienation from the society that you're in, and therefore not being able to participate in many ways, and being stuck at home. If you've ever seen the social atlas, this was put out by Bateman's a few years ago, they had maps of 3 different women in Christchurch who had to record the hours they spent at a certain place, and then they showed them as bubbles. And for an elderly woman who had very little income, she really only went 3 places that month, whereas a woman with a lot of income was going all over the place. So I think while there's ultimately, let's face it, central government is going to be the driving force, whether we can get benefits back up, whether we can actually deal with the economic development, there's a central government issue. But for the City Council, poverty is the reason why we have to hold on to the services that allow everyone to participate. So we've made a lot of progress with public transport, and every meeting we've come to has been talking about public transport. But public transport is an example of transport is a right, and you shouldn't have to own a car in order to be able to get around. And therefore, to me, public transport is a social justice issue. As much as it has obvious environmental effects and various other economic advantages as well, less traffic, but it's also a social justice issue. And the provision of the services that council puts up, whether it's water coming out of the tap or the provision of public libraries, or when it comes to trying to intensify, stop us from sprawling, having a district plan that actually says it's okay to actually be more densely packed in, but you're going to have to do it in a way that doesn't create slums. This is the level at which there is a role for the City Council. There's also a specific thing they can do. A theme that I've been talking about a lot is an approach that the council should be taking, which is to prioritise wherever there is volunteer enthusiasm in any area in the community. The council should be matching that commitment with the resources they need. So therefore, I would be, more so than is happening at the moment, and I'm sure that to a certain degree it's happening. There's a role for the council in providing, either through rates rebates to landlords who host community groups. The council can meet the resources of the community groups halfway and make it possible for those groups like Anglican Action who are working on social issues to make it easy for them to do what they need to do. They need resources. They're working in the community. The council should be providing them with something to do it. Problem gambling. Get rid of tokens.